What up, my fellow dorks? It is the Turtle Dork here with a new trailer reaction for you today. So, it looks like last night there was a new trailer for Dark Phoenix. I'm assuming that's just the title of the film. It's not X-Men Dark Phoenix. But I'm ready to dive into this, man, to kind of end this this singer verse, to be done with it. But I do hope they do go out on a high note with this film. I know, which is sad to say, there's a lot of people rooting against this movie, and I know there are people who haven't really been fans of this iteration of the X-Men films. I really haven't been a huge fan of them, but there are some that I do like, and you know, some haven't really aged that well, but I like some of the casting that they've done over these last 15, actually 19 years now, going back to 2000. I like a lot of the casting that they've done. Of course, they dropped the ball with X3, with you know, some of the Wolverine spin-off films, but overall, I'm still rooting for this movie and hoping that it does have a satisfying conclusion to this particular universe before Fox takes this over. Unfortunately, being in this kind of bubble that we live in, it's hard to kind of just take the movie for what the movie is. We kind of have to look at the business side of it, looking at this Fox Disney merger and how that's going to affect this IP, this franchise moving forward. But if we treat this as kind of a swan song to this universe, I'm hoping we do have a satisfying ending to that. So with that being said, I've been hearing some rumors about this movie, as far as like it may be giving some spoilers or some stuff away. So I don't know, man, let's go ahead and dive into this and see what this film is all about.
Why did you make me do that?
Look at me. Focus on my voice. I'm not giving up on you, Jean.
She was my friend.
You're my family, Jean. No matter what.
Stop.
Oh. Okay.
Look. You're special, Jean.
Well, people wanted her out of the series.
Fighting the force inside you.
Do it at the beginning of the trailer, not the movie. Damn.
You will possess the very power of a god.
Yo.
Tell me how we fix this, Charles. Tell me what to do. I don't know what to do.
I don't understand.
What?
They fear, and what they fear, we seek to destroy.
It's your fault, Charles. I tried to protect her.
I'm scared. When I lose control, bad things happen to people I love.
The girl dies.
She's still Jean. We can still help her.
Sometimes you want to believe people are something that they are not. By the time you realize who they are, it's too late.
Huh.
She's coming.
Oh. Okay. I actually kind of like what I'm seeing here. It actually looks, it's got some striking imagery, especially some of the action sequences that we saw on the train. That one shot with Beast, when you have the camera kind of tracking him as he's kind of going through those soldiers, fighting them. That looked pretty impactful. That looked pretty kind of visually stunning. I kind of like that look, especially coming from Simon Kinberg, who is a first-time director. Looks like he's doing some interesting things just visually that I'm seeing here. Yeah, let's talk about that beginning, man. Now, I know a lot of times they try to kind of give us a swerve or, show us something in the trailers to kind of turn it on its head and make it seem like it's something that it's not, just to kind of get the fans talking. But it seems like that could have been something of a spoiler, and I don't know if that was something intentional that the filmmakers wanted to show us, as far as like, what might be happening to Mystique. Now, again, like I was saying before, being in this bubble and knowing so much of behind the scenes of these movies and the actors involved, there's been a lot of complaints about Jennifer Lawrence, and she's kind of been outspoken about her being in these movies or wearing the makeup and stuff like that, and fans haven't really responded well to Jennifer Lawrence as this character. So if she's the one to go in this movie, and if she goes pretty early, because they don't waste no time revealing that at the beginning of the trailer, so I'm assuming this could happen somewhere within the first act or first half of the movie. But and of course we know that there is going to be a death, because there is a funeral scene that we also see in the trailer as well. So that's interesting if they're kind of just telling that to the fans up front. They're not really cutting any cards with that and just saying, hey, Mystique is out, she's done. So I find that to be a little bit interesting for them to do that, and that seems to be intentional. That definitely seems to be something that they're doing intentionally to show us. So yeah, interesting. Again, I think James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender are great in these roles, and it's going to be sad to see them go, because if there was going to be any type of carryover that I personally would want to see, I would want to see them carry over into the MCU with whatever they're going to do with the X-Men. I just think they're really great as Professor X and Magneto, and they're so young that they could really play these characters for years to come. And with X-Men going over into the MCU, that Marvel is going to do something pretty good with this property, and you would think that actors of those caliber would still want to be a part of this franchise, considering the fact that the MCU is going to take them over. But I like everything that I'm seeing from them. Yeah, man, I mean, that's really, Sophie Turner, I haven't really bought her as Jean Grey too much, so to kind of jump to, I guess, the Dark Phoenix and the Phoenix Saga, from what we know, or at least from what I know, just kind of having a baseline knowledge of it, and from the previous films, what we saw with Famke Janssen, I don't know, I mean, it looks like she's kind of bringing some type of gravitas to the role, and I'm really hoping that they can sell the romance between Jean Grey and Scott Summers, at least in this film. I mean, it seems like they only got this one film to do it. So again, I'm rooting for it, man. Let's see what happens. I mean, if it's trash, it'll be trash, but then it'll be over and we can start fresh. But I mean, if it's good, then bravo for them to end this on a high note. So yeah, those are my thoughts of the trailer for Dark Phoenix, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comments below. Remember to rate, like, subscribe, and share, and go to check out my other dorks at MouthDork, at TheDiscoDork, at WB Dash, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am the Turtle Dork, and with that, your boy is out.